before the decree brings for the day passes. Brothers and sisters, you got to understand this is going out thermonuclear war. Heavenly Father don't care about what you're doing out here. The Black Man's Festivals, the Most High don't care about that. You care about that, but the Most High don't care about it. Okay? Your religions, the Most High don't care about that. He don't care what you're thinking about. The Most High said he don't care about your opinions. He don't care about none of that madness. Okay? America's going out. So that's why the Most High says, before the decree bring forth, before what? The destruction of America comes, gather yourselves together. That's right. But we're not doing it. So what the hell is your problem? Our own understanding and our own way. We want things to go how we want it. But it's not going to run that way. It's going to run according to what? Masharah, Yasharahla is running it. Okay? Yasharahla is running this program. All right? He's running this. Okay? Yeah. Yasharahla ain't coming down here to visit none of you. But Yasharahla is what? He's running this program. All right? And that's why the Most High says, pray, you pray every day. But Yasharahla hear your prayers. That's how you get yourself involved in what Yasharahla is saying in the Bible. By keeping his laws, statutes, commandments, and doing what the Most High say do. Go it up.
Passes the chaff before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
The Most High said, before the fierce anger of the Most High come upon you, gather yourselves together. Okay, go ahead up.
Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
So the Most High said, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you, gather yourselves together. So that's why we're here for the 11th summit, to really bring about the points and the issues, and how can we as a people begin to come together before the destruction of America. Okay? That's what the Most High wants to do. Come together. Now read that, brother, what you got. Tell them where you're at.
Hebrews 10:25. Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together.
The Most High says what? Don't forsake the assembly of ourselves to come together. So the Most High is calling us to come together in these last days. Okay, go ahead up.
As the manner of some is.
And the Most High says the manner of some is. So there's a manner of some of our people that would not want to come together. Ain't that something? You don't want to come together. Who the hell are you? You don't want to come together in Yasharahla. You don't want to come together in Yasharahla. But the Most High tell you, all right, the kingdom ain't going to come until you return back to the Most High. Okay? You must return back to the Most High in righteousness. Otherwise, it's not going to come to you. The Most High will weed you out, and the Most High will destroy you in the streets. That's why the Most High had the white man killing our people in the streets of America. Because you're not right. That's why he got these things happening to you. Go ahead, Doc.
But exhorting one another, and so much more, as ye see the day approaching.
So the Most High says, come together as ye see the day approaching. Be distracted. Okay? You don't want to think of what you're supposed to be thinking about. Lean upon what the Most High is saying. Okay? You don't want to do that. So that's why the Most High, get Luke, pay attention, get Luke 1, okay? 9. Luke 1:68. What's Yasharahla saying? Okay? That the redemption and these lands come upon the redeeming and the native outlaws tribe, West Indian, Haitian, Puerto Rican. But you must what? Redeem yourself in Yasharahla. That's the commandments in the Bible. Do it. Okay, go ahead out.
Luke 1:68. Out of Israel, where he had visited and redeemed his people.
And the Most High said what? He visited and redeemed his people. Oh, was talking about what? Do we have a 12 sign out here? No, we don't, right? Okay. The people of the Most High, the so-called Negro, West Indian, Haitian, Puerto Rican, redeemed him. Okay, go on out.
And have raised up a horn of salvation for us, and the house of his servant David.
And raised up a horn of salvation for us by what? The horn of his father David. Okay? And what does that mean? Yasharahla. Yasharahla is the horn. He's the power that's going to redeem the nation of Israel. Go ahead, up.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophet.
And as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophet. Go on.
Which have been since the world began.
Which has been since the world began. So the Most High is showing us what? that what? These prophecies are going to come to pass. The nation of Israel is still the chosen seed of the Most High, chosen people of the Most High since the world began. Does not matter. And so the other nations who are what? Are trying to destroy you and don't want you to become this chosen people of the Most High. The Yahushua says what? You are going to be the redeemed in Yahushua. But you got to return back in righteousness. Go ahead, Doc.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
That we should be what?
Saved from our enemies.
And the Most High said that we should be saved from our enemies. God, and who are your enemies? All the other nations are your enemies. All the other nations are your enemies. So-called white man. Okay? The Chinese, the Japanese, all the other nations are your enemies. That we should be saved from our enemies. Go ahead.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
From the hand of all that hate us. So what is that saying? All the other nations hate you? You're damn right. They do hate you, brother. This is why the black man in America must wake up to who he is. They hate you. They hate you. They hate your family. This is why they're killing you. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
To perform the mercy promised to our fathers.
So what's the mercy promised to our fathers? What's the mercy? That in Yahushua you're going to be redeemed in these last days. That's the mercy. But you got to wake up. The black man in America must wake up and recognize who he is. All right? You got to wake up. You got to wake up. Go ahead, Doc.
And to remember his holy covenant.
To remember his holy covenant. Now what's the holy covenant of the black man in America? Huh, brother? What's the holy covenant? Come a little bit more. Say it again. The laws, right. The covenants, right? The law, statute, commandments. Like, for example, should a black man wear his beard? Yeah, that's a law. Black man's supposed to wear his beard. All this old shaving and all this, looking feminine, effeminate, the Most High's against that. Okay? Yeah, the RK look, the Most High's against. Okay? All right, understand? What about the Sabbath day? All right? The Sabbath day, Saturday. All right? We got festivals going on and everything, man. All right? And you're about to come into the Sabbath. Friday, Sunday is the beginning of the Sabbath, not Sunday. See? But they're going to have a festival going on and everything. So they're breaking the law, statute, commandments. And so on and so on and so on. The commandments are here. All right? This is where Yahushua said, get Matthew 5:19, but you can hold that. Matthew 5:19. Okay, read that part again.
To perform the mercy promised to our fathers.
Right, see, the mercies promised to our fathers. You want Yahushua to be merciful unto you? Yes, you do. Everybody wants that. You want Yahushua to be merciful unto you? We all want that. So you got to do the correct thing, brother. You know, in order for you and your family to be saved and delivered and redeemed, you got to return back here. All right, this is real. Go on.
And to remember his holy covenant.
And to remember the holy covenant. It's your, because we don't know the holy covenant no more. We lost that. Okay? When the white man took us over and destroyed us and put us in captivity, all right, and essentially dispersed us throughout the whole earth in slavery and captivity. Now, we don't remember the holy covenants no more. And we don't look to try to remember. So the Lord said for the disciples, no, he told the disciples, go on the highways and byways and go unto them and teach them about what? About the law, statutes, commandments, about Yahushua, about the gospel. All right? And that's why we out here. Okay, going up.
The oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us, that we be delivered out of the hands of our enemies.
Say that we be delivered out of the hand of our enemies. And our enemies are what? All the other nations. You don't have no friends. As the nation of Israel, our people, they're no friends amongst the nations. They destroy you in your neighborhood. They're selling you fruit. They got fruit stands. They got Arab deli stores. They got Chinese restaurants. All in your neighborhood. They hate you. And do they hire you? Do they care about you? Do they care about your welfare? Or about your family? They don't care about you. So that's why it's high time for you to wake up. Go ahead, Op.
Might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life.
And that's our job, to serve the Most High in holiness and righteousness all the days of our life. Going up now, you're going to read Matthew 5:19. Read up.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
You know what the Most High said? He that break one of these least commandments shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Because why? The commandments are important. So the black man need to get in his mind to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
That's right.
Otherwise, what? You're going to fail out here. You're going to be destroyed out here. And look, according to the Bible, only 1/3 of all people are going to be saved. 2/3 are not going to make it. 2/3 of our people are going by way of what? Destruction. They're going to be destroyed. So when the destruction comes, the Most High tells you, 1,000 are going to fall on the right side, and 1,000 are going to fall on your left side. But to the ones who are going to be redeemed, no harm shall come to them. So what does that mean? You better get yourself straight. So the Most High said, even the least of these commandments, you break that, you're going to be called least in the kingdom. Go ahead, up.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach my soul, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven.
Shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
So the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So that's what the Most High is showing us. He wants us to be what? To be able to keep his commandments, to return back to him. So you can be called great in the kingdom of heaven. And I got news for you. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on this earth. Ain't nobody going to die and go to heaven. You don't die and go to heaven. Okay? You die and go back to the spiritual world. But the heaven the Bible is talking about for the nation of Israel is going to be right here on earth. Right here on earth. Just like the white man's ruling his kingdom now, the Lord's going to turn around where what? Now, the nation of Israel is going to rule the earth. Only under Yasharahla, you're going to rule this earth. And so you brothers, when you feel like you might be destitute and don't have nothing, well, you got a future now. Now you have a future. But you got to get your head straight. No more walking around with your pants hanging down your ass. No more walking around like a chicken with its head cut off, not knowing who you are. See? That's why the nations don't respect you. They don't care about you. They don't respect you. Okay? Yeah, you can ask a question if you want. Go on, sis. Right, well, first of all, when you read the Bible, get Matthew 15:20 us about the 12 tribes of Israel. And when you read about the 12 tribes of Israel, the Bible says that they are lost. It's not so much they are lost and can't so much find their way or they can't be found. It means they're lost to their identity. They're lost to knowledge of who they are. That's what it means, lost. Okay? Everybody on the earth thinks the white man in Israel are the true Israelites and the real Jews. Everybody, the whole earth thinks that. How does the so-called white man accomplish that? Well, he's not, he's an imposter. And he got everybody believing he's the chosen people of the Most High. He got everybody believing our people are what? Are a bunch of black niggas, no good niggas on the street, can't think for themselves, always dependent on the system, always on welfare, always on food stamps, and we're nothing. So how did the so-called white man accomplish that? You know how he did it? Through religion. That's how he did it. Through Christianity and through other religions. He convinced the whole world that we are nothing and that he's the Jew, or he's the real Jew when he's not, so he's the imposter, but got the whole world convinced that he's the chosen people. So the Bible teaches us, now get Revelation 2:9, I'll show you. The Bible teaches that the 12 tribes of Israel, but it's going to show you that they are lost to their identity. We as a people think that we're black, we think we're Africans, we think we're Muslims, we think we're Asiatic black Mexicans, understand? We think we're all these things, but we're none of those. That's what none of those things. The Bible told us who we were all this time, and we read the Bible every day, showing you how lost we are to knowledge. That we read the Bible and don't even know it's talking about us, and we don't realize it. So I'll show you. Read Matthew 15:24.
15 and 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent.
Yahweh Christ. We say Yahweh in Hebrew, that's his name in Hebrew. But Christ in English. Christ said, I am not sent. Right? Because who did Christ come and die for? We know the Lord. Now the churches teach died for everybody. But Christ didn't say that. Yahweh didn't say that. And the churches, they're not going to teach you because Matthew 15:24.
Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, of the house of Israel.
The Lord said, I'm only sent. The Lord only came for the nation of Israel. Did it say everybody?
The house of Israel.
White people?
The house of Israel.
How about Arabs?
The house of Israel.
So you can understand. The reason why I'm saying it like that, because it's only saying the nation of Israel. Christ only came and died for. Was Christ a Jew? Yes, he was. But now, everybody thinks the Jews are white folk. But now, what color was Christ? Get the color of Christ in the Bible. Show it. Check it out. Get the color of Christ. Now I'm going to show you. And you got the color of Christ? What did I tell you to get before that? And the Revelation 2:9.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
The Lord know who you are? Yes, the Lord put us in this condition. He knows your works, your tribulation. He knows what we're going through. The Lord knows we went through slavery. He put us in slavery. The Lord knows that we're in welfare, food stamps, ghetto, slum projects. He knows the white man's killing us in the streets. Why? Because the Lord is the one putting the white man up to do it. Why would the Lord have the white man kill us in the streets? Because we're not right as a people. Understand? We're not doing the right things. So the Lord got them killing us in the streets until we wake up. Then it'll stop. Okay, go ahead, Doc. So the Lord knows our works and tribulation, and poverty.
But thou art rich.
I said, but you're still rich. How are we rich? We're rich because we are the chosen people of the Most High. Right. See, we're rich. We're rich in knowledge and wisdom and understanding, and we return back. Not so much in wealth, but we're the chosen. That automatically puts us on a different level in all nations on earth. Okay, go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Mosiah said what? He knows the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. Go ahead.
And are not.
Mosiah said they are not. They are not the Jews. So the Mosiah is showing us the so-called white man who called himself a Jew is not a Jew. He's not an Israelite. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews
and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
And the Mosiah says what? They are the synagogue of Satan. So that's who they are. Okay? The synagogue of Satan. So they went around the whole earth portraying themselves to be what? Israelites, Jews, when they are not. They are the synagogue of Satan. Did I tell you to get? Go ahead. Read that. Yeah. Revelation 1:13. Revelation 1:13. Read that one more time. Go ahead, read.
Revelation 1 verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like the Son of Man. We're talking about now the color of the Masharah Christ. Go ahead.
Clothed with the garment down to the foot.
Clothed with the garment down to the foot. Go on.
And girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
Yeah, so what we're doing is bringing out the color of the Masharah. And here, what you got here, you got a picture, all these pictures on this collage here is the pictures of Caesar Borgia, the second son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. Okay? A faggot and a child molester came out of Rome. Alright? It's not the true image of the Mashiach in the Bible. It is not the true image. This is a false image here. Okay? False image. Go on, read the color of Yahushua.
His head and his hairs white like wool.
Listen to this, brother. Hold on, sis. Don't drag him away, sis. Let him listen for a minute. Give him at least a minute. I know you want all the attention, but you're going to get it anyway. She want all the attention, don't want to, yeah, hold on. Want all their attention, but don't want to give it a minute to hear the word. One more time from the beginning.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot.
Hey brother, hey brother, hey brother, listen for a minute. Clothed with the garment down to the foot. You're going to give me the color of Christ, okay, in the Bible.
And girt about to pass with the golden girdle.
Now you see why? Hold this for a minute. Hold on, brother. Walk away from me. You see what I'm wearing? Christ had a long Eastern garment down to the foot. All right, this is describing what Christ looked like. Because St. John is saying in a vision of what Christ looked like. It's going to give you the color of the Lord, okay, Almighty, Christ. All right, who you know as Christ. In the Hebrew, his name is the Masharah. Okay, going up.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Who got woolly hair? Do white folk got woolly hair or do black folk got woolly hair? We're talking about the texture of wool. I don't have too much hair no more, but woolly hair. All right? And sometimes the hair can be a fine wool or it can be a coarse wool. All right? It can be like that. All right? Woolly hair. White folk. Does the image of this man, would he have woolly hair? The image of this man, would he have woolly hair? No. His hair looks like white folk. When it gets wet, it's like a mop and it stinks. All right? He does not have woolly hair. Go on.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Hold on. One more time. Go ahead, brother. Listen.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Read from the wool again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Woolly hair like black people's hair. Woolly.
As white as snow.
As white as snow. Meaning Christ had a full gray head of hair. Fully gray. So it looked white. I got news for you. Christ would be like a Negro today. He would walk around. Christ would have a bop. All right. He would be cool. Christ stood about maybe over 10 feet tall. All right. He was powerful. He had spiritual power. All right. Christ liked wine, like a black man liked wine. He loved wine. Christ would be like a Negro today. All right. But one difference. Christ was not a simple-minded nigga. All right? Christ walked in righteousness. But he had all the characteristics of what? A black man of today. You understand? So it's giving you the description. Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were what? Like a flame of fire. Go on.
And his feet like a fine brass.
And his feet were like unto fine brass. What color is brass, sis? Oh, there you go. Right. That's a little bit brown. So what is this then, sister? What is this? His feet were like what?
Unto fine brass.
So it's like fine brass. So why they got this image plastered out all over the world? See? You're finding out that Christ was a black man. Okay? Brass are a little brown as if what?
As if they burned in the furnace.
You take the brass and you burn it in the furnace, it turns what color? Real dark brown. So you're telling me that Christ was a dark-skinned man? He didn't look like this? Is what the Bible is telling you. Understand? This is what the Bible is telling you. Somebody get Daniel 10:5 and 6. It's also in Daniel. The color of the Masharah. It's also in Daniel. All right? Read that for us. Daniel 10:5 and 6. Real quick, Daniel 10:5 and 6.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lift up mine eyes, and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of his back. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like a color to polished brass.
Right, so that's giving you the color of the Masharah, color of fine brass. Okay, so Christ was a man, dark-skinned man also. So what we're doing out here today for all you brothers and sisters, we're getting ourselves prepared for the 11th Hebrew Summit. Okay? I just want to say, Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla,
Kwam Yasharahla.
because Yahawashi wants to come together. All right? He wants to come together righteous. Get me Isaiah 45 and 20. Yahawashi said, assemble yourselves together in righteousness. All right? And we got to begin to do that. We got to begin to do what? We got to begin to find out how to come together so that we can assemble our children together, our wives together, our husbands together. The black man need to come together. The West Indian, Haitian, Puerto Rican, all of you need to come together. All right? The Mexican Indian, all right? The Central American Indian, all our people need to begin to come together in righteousness. This is what we're trying to do here in these last days. Okay? Get Isaiah 45 and 20. Read that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 20. Assemble yourselves and come. Draw near together.
And Moses said, what? Assemble yourselves together. Come and draw near. Okay, go on.
Draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nation.
What is he saying? All people are escaped of the nations. That means what? You're under the care of the nations now. All right? You were dispersed under the care of all the nations. But you're not what? You're not independent of the nations now. You're still dependent. So you got to return back to the Most High, and then the Most High will bring what? He will bring the kingdom of heaven back to our people. We're supposed to have it. You're supposed to rule next. You're supposed to rule in righteousness next. So the black man in America is going to rule. So how you going to rule? You can't rule like a chicken with its head cut off. Walking around not knowing who you are. Walking around not knowing the law, statute, commandments. Not knowing what to do. How do you take care of your family? What's your family values? What are they? All right? Celebrating the holidays of this world society. Give me Mark 7 and 7. Celebrating the holidays of the world. Give me 1 John 2:15. And the world said and the Most High said he hates the world. You both gotta stand up and you gotta be men again. You're afraid. Every time they kill one of your people, what do? Nothing. You protest and march. But I got news for you. Start to kill one of their people and watch. Watch all those killings begin to stop. Understand? When the black man rise up, they're gonna know. All right, they're gonna know that you're the chosen of the Most High, because you're gonna be fed up. You're not gonna want to take that madness no more.
There's an opening at the top.
They're starting to hang Negroes again. Negroes are being found hung now. How about that? You know how many black children are missing now? How many little children are missing in the ghettos and slums? Thousands. And what do they do with your children? They sacrifice to Satan. What do they do to little young boys and girls? They sacrifice them. They kill them. And they're missing. I mean, with all the white man's technology, he can't find the missing children of black people. But you had a little white woman on TV the other day saying that she's missing, they can't find her. But all the black children are missing every day. And there's no national press, no national media attention, nothing. Why? Because they don't give a damn about you. You got to care about yourself. You got to care about yourself. Wake up in the ghettos and slums. And when the police try to come and try to kill you, and yet you take one of them out, watch, it'll all stop. It'll all stop. But you can't be afraid either. You got to have some courage. That's why the Most High said, how could one put 10,000 to run, except it be the Lord that did it? It takes one white boy, and next thing you know, the black man, one white boy come out and run after you like he's going to try to hurt you, and all of you are running down the street. When years ago, the black man would not have that. You would not have that. Go on, come closer. Go on, read.
This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world.
What did I say?
Love not the world.
Love not the world, What's in the world? Festivals. In the world, basketball, baseball. That's in the world. Okay? Thanksgiving, Christmas is all in the world. What's in the world? Holidays in the world. Love not the world.
Neither the things that are in the world.
The Most High says, neither the things that are in the society. Don't love it. All right? You black men and women need to hate this place. It should be in your spirit to hate America. All right? You should hate this place, man. That's why the black men that's in sports, they all should bow down and not kneel to that flag and not stand up to the flag. You know what I'm saying? They should to the hell with that damn flag. All right? But you had only one black man doing it and the rest were like afraid. See? But you black men, once you begin to wake up to the knowledge of the truth, say the hell with America. Okay, the hell with it. Return back to the Most High. And the Most High, when you return back to the Most High and not be afraid, then the Most High will take care of you in Yasharahla. He'll take care of your family. You know the white man ain't gonna do it. So the Most High will take care of you. But you gotta have faith. How many of you have faith in Yasharahla? See? You gotta have faith in the Lord. Then the Most High will take care of you. Going up.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Wait a minute. So if you love this world, the love of the Most High is not in you. What does that mean? You gotta hate society, hate everything about it. All right? A lot of you were so happy when Barack Obama became president. And then what happened? Barack Obama was what? Was nothing to you. All the policies Barack Obama made up and put into law was against you. Even that health care bill is against the black man. And that health care bill, what do they have? They have to terminate the black man. They have guillotines. The guillotines are going to come in your neighborhoods and they're going to chop your head off. That's in the health care bill. They got in the health care bill chip, where they're going to chip you. All right? All that's in the health care bill. They don't care about you. Barack Obama was never for you. The white man put him in office. He was selected by the government. He was not elected by our people. But they knew our people would vote for him. You got to understand this. In these last days, you have nothing. You got to return back to Yasharahla. You have nothing. Yasharahla is your only hope. Going up.
For all that is in the world,
the
lust of the flesh,
the lust of the flesh,
the lust of the eyes,
and the lust of the eyes. Okay, what is it?
And the pride of life.
The pride of life, gone,
is not of the Father,
not of the Most High. See? So everything in society is not the Most High. I got a news for you. The Most High hates everything in this world. He hates everything in society. This is not the society that the Most High is talking about. Okay? Everything. Name it. The LGBT community, the Most High hates them. Homosexuality, the Most High hates it. Okay? Women wearing pants, the Most High hates it. How about the black man, effeminate black man, the Most High hates it. All that stuff the Most High hates. He ain't with none of it. The hip-hop artists, a lot of the Most High hate it. The hip-hop world, the Most High ain't with that. But a lot of them are a bunch of faggots listed anyway. The Most High hate it. The Most High is not with it. Okay? The Hollywood actors, the Most High hate it. Hollywood is nothing but witchcraft.
It's so cool. Praise the Most High every day with your whole heart and desire. Lift the man, holy, 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 holy. Holy Mount Zion, would you bless
Ye adulterers and adulteress,
Ye adulterers and adulteresses,
know ye not that the friendship of the world
and the friendship of the society, God,
is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
the enemy of the Most High. So you're a friend of the world. You're an enemy to the Heavenly Father. So I'm going to show you the Most High is not with it. The Most High is against this society. Okay? He's against this world. Okay, what did I tell you to get before? Go ahead.
Mark 7:7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
The doctrines and the commandments of man, the Most High is against. What are the doctrines of man? Christianity, Egyptology, okay? Religions, Roman Catholicism, all right? All doctrines of man. Episcopalianism, all Methodists, all doctrines of man. Seventh-day Adventists, all doctrines of man. The Most High is against it. Lord,
Howbeit in vain do they worship me.
so the Most High said what? The Christian church, listen brother for a minute, listen for a minute. Lord said in vain do they worship him. So all the churches in vain, they worship the Most High. All of them in vain. Go on up.
Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
They're the commandments of a man. That's the problem. You're following man too much. And man gonna lead you to destruction. That's right. Okay? You're following man too much. Go on up.
For laying aside the commandment of God,
You lay aside the commandment of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
ye hold the tradition of men.
No, the traditions of man. And the tradition of man is what? Christmas, Easter, okay, Thanksgiving. Those are all the traditions of man. Going up.
As the washings of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. And he said unto them,
Okay, so those are all the such like things that ye do. But what about what the Mashiach saying? Okay, get Luke 12:49 to show them what Yahushua is saying. Because Yahushua is not playing games here. But the black man wants to play games. And the black woman wants to play games. And that's why the Most High don't come through here like a tornado. But the Lord is angry. Very angry. Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth.
The Lord said he come to send fire on this earth. How about that? Fire is coming to America. Fire is coming to Detroit. Okay? Fire is coming. Okay? Go on.
And what will I, if it be already kindled?
The Most High said the fire is already kindled. All right? It's already kindled. All over the world, you had earthquakes and famines and pestilences all over the world. People are being put to death all over the world every single solitary day. It's already kindled now. Going up.
But I have a baptism to be baptized with.
Yahushua said, what? I got a baptism to be baptized
Nobody
with.
can answer my questions right
What does
now.
that mean? Go on.
And how am I straightened till it be accomplished?
Yahushua will not be straightened until what? He accomplished the mission. What is the mission of Yahushua? What is his mission? To destroy this place and to bring it down to destruction. That's Yahushua's mission. Okay, go on.
Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth?
They suppose that the Mashiach Yahushua is coming to bring peace. And everybody thinks that. Everybody believes that. Everybody's hoping that. You cannot hope for peace in America. Pray for its destruction. Pray for the death and destruction of America. Okay? Because while Yahushua is doing the same thing, follow Yahushua. Pray for the destruction of America. Okay? Go ahead.
I tell you nay.
Yeah, I tell you nay. In other words, I'm not coming for peace. I tell you nay,
But rather division.
So Yahushua is bringing division. He's bringing destruction to America. That's what's coming. So that's why it's high time for you to wake up. Give me 2 Peter 3:10. 2 Peter 3:10. He's bringing the division to America and destruction. And that's where you black men in America, that's why it's high time for you to wake up. Give me Romans 13:11. Okay, read that out.
2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord,
The day of the Yahushua. The day of Yahushua. Everybody want to know what Yahushua is going to do in that day. This is what he's saying though. Go on.
will come as the thief in the night.
And Yahushua ain't going to tell you when he's coming. All Yahushua told you is what? Know that the end is near. When you see the signs and times, know that it's near. But he said what? Pray and watch. Okay? You know when it's going to snow. You know when it's going to rain. You know when the summer is coming. He said to know that these days the end is near. And he's going to come like a thief. Go on.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
The heavens shall pass away with what? A great noise. A great noise. And what produces a great noise? Nuclear bombs. Okay? Nuclear bombs is coming to America. Go on.
And the elements shall melt away with fervent heat.
And elements shall melt away with fervent heat. So that's when Yasharahla is praying. Okay? But we walk around America like nothing's happening. And these prophecies coming to pass every day. Okay? It's going to happen. Okay? As much as you don't want to happen, it will happen. Because the Most High said His word is true. Let every man be a liar. But let the Most High's word be true. Go on out.
The earth also and the works that are therein.
Earth also and the works therein. See the earth? And all the works that are in this earth. What's going to happen to it?
Shall be burnt up.
Shall be burnt. Shall be burnt to a crisp. All the works here shall be burnt up. Everything. Okay? So this is what you pray for. Pray the Lord brings His prophecies to pass.
Gone.
That's what you pray for. Go on out.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversations?
So the Lord is saying, seeing all these things, want me to show
right
what manner of man shall ye be? What manner of man shall ye be? In all holy convocation, all holy conversation.
The sun tired?
Meaning ready to
I wanted
do
him
what?
to eat
Ready
that
to
lamb.
turn it back to the Most High in holiness. That's the type of man and woman you should be. So go ahead, huh?
And godliness.
And godliness, meaning returning back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. This is what the Most High is talking about. Okay? So get prepared for that. And that's why we're down here in Detroit, or up here in Detroit. All right? The Motor City. The Motor City. Okay? But you know something? Detroit went bankrupt, didn't it? Didn't Detroit go bankrupt? And then Barack Obama said to hell with Detroit. Remember that? Y'all remember that? Barack Obama said to hell with Detroit. He didn't bail Detroit out. They didn't bail Detroit. They didn't care nothing about Detroit. All right? They didn't bail it out. Yeah. They left Detroit to fend for itself. And then Flint, Michigan, the water's all poison. How about that? Give me Zechariah 11:5. The water's all poison. It's still poison. Barack Obama may pretend he's going to come in here and drink from the water. You know damn well they wasn't giving him none of that damn water. You know it. The water's full of lead. Why the hell the president of the United States going to drink the water in Flint, Michigan? And your little babies are dying every day. And you let it happen. This black man in Detroit should be riding all over the place. You should be riding all over the damn celebrating festivals. Ain't that something? You let Barack Obama make mockery of Detroit, saying the hell with it. And you don't give a damn. That's from the black man. Because the white man knows that he can
what you forgot? I know you.
Kill you, make
Other
mockery
hand,
of you.
man.
You'll be mad for a little bit.
You all right?
People are mad for a little bit, but they don't for a while.
I didn't know if you were talking to your son.
Con, I was talking to you because we about to leave. I got to get over to the house so I can get washed up for the Shabbat come in.
Yeah.
Take over for me.
Yeah, they used to.
It's my thoughts.
I just finished recording.
I know I saw it. You all good if you don't.
Zechariah
Say
chapter
no,
11 verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
They're your possessors, slaves. They slay you every day. Flint, Michigan, killing you. Letting the water purposely.
We about to leave.
You don't think the water
Gotta go
here
get
down
washed
here
up.
has let it in down $12. It has let it in. It's let down here too. But you drink it every day. Unbelievable. Come on.
And hold themselves not guilty.
The white man care. He doesn't even believe he's guilty. Hold himself not guilty. Killing you. And poisoning the water. All Detroit got poison water. All of America got poison water. You get up to Southern America, it's all poison. The food is poison, the water is poison, the air is poison, it's all poison. It just came out in Flint, Michigan. The so-called white man was found poisoning the water. They killed black people. So they kill you every day and hold themselves not guilty.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord.
And they that do it say, well, the Lord got me doing it. I'm doing the Lord's work. When the white man kill you, he's saying he's doing the Lord's work. This is what he's saying. He don't hold himself not guilty. How about that? He feel himself that he's not guilty in doing it. This is the Bible tells us. That's why it's high time for you to wake up out of sleep and see what's happening here. All right? Because you're going to be, a lot of people are going to be killed out here. What? That's why the Bible says your sons and daughters shall die in this place. Read that.
In the
Jeremiah 10. Or Jeremiah 16, 10, whatever. But it takes your son and daughter shall die in this place. And it's happening every day. Okay? Every day. Jeremiah 16, 10. Alright?
The sons and daughters shall be a man of strife and a man of contention to the whole earth. I have either lit or usury, nor men have lit or men have above it. Jeremiah. Jeremiah 16 and 10. It shall come to pass when thou shalt show these people all these words, and they shall say to thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all these great evils?
Why did the Lord pronounce all the evil upon us? Why did it happen? One.
Or what is our iniquity?
What is our iniquity? You're asking the Most High. Why is the white man poisoning our water? Lord, why is this happening? What evil happening upon us? Lord?
Or what is our sin?
What is our sin? What do we do against him? Go on.
Then thou shalt say unto them, because their fathers have forsaken me.
Because your fathers have forsaken me. To the Most High.
Saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods.
Walked after other gods. Go on.
And have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law.
Read the fourth verse. Go back up to the fourth. 16 and 4.
Jeremiah 16 and 4. They shall die a grievous death.
What the Most High say? They shall die a grievous death. Go on.
They shall not be lamented.
Read the third verse. Go up above that.
For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place.
Now, the scripture here. Thus saith the Most High, of thy sons and daughters that are born in this place. Go on.
And concerning their mothers that bear them.
And concerning your mothers that bear them. Go ahead.
And concerning their fathers that begat them in this land.
And concerning your fathers that begot you in this land. Go on.
Verse 4. They shall die of a grievous death.
The Most High said what? They shall die a grievous death. This is what's happening here in America. You're dying a grievous death. Go on.
They shall not be lamented.
They shall not be lamented. Go on.
Neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth.
The Most High said your son and your daughters shall be dung upon your face of the earth. Okay. Who's coming up now? We're going to affirm this. Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh, I just want to say, come there, shout out. 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 All right, shalom. All right, hallelujah, Yasharahla, Holy Spirit. Who are we? We are the servants and teachers that the Most High set up these last days. Before warn you of the history of America. We are facing a third world war according to Bible prophecy. Before every great kingdom was destroyed, the Most High God set up his servants, the prophets and teachers, before one that generation. In Colossians 3 and 17. The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of a Masharah. To the Most High, the Masharah's name, that's a true spiritual part of heaven that's going to be established in the last days. Thus saith the Most High. One week, we're the servants. The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the so-called Haitian, Puerto Rican, those that live for the enemy sect. come back to the two nationalities. What about you, brother? Give me 1 minute to ask a question. If I ask you right now, what's your nationality? Who would you tell me?
Right now, I don't know.
Hold on, brother. What's your nationality?
Right now, I don't know.
You don't know. That's good. Okay? You got Isaiah 49 verse 5. Anybody be a servant of God? Anybody, right? You believe in the Bible? You don't believe in the Bible. So what do you believe? How do you believe in God?
Yes.
You believe in the Most High?
Yes.
Okay, so now, can you see him in person?
I see him showing himself, but not in person. Unless the person believes he is God, you can't carry yourself like God.
Is that your right? Do you believe the Bible says? Pastor and teacher. Hold on, give me but you expect me for the true service of God. Read. Jeremiah, chapter 23. Look here, you got out of here. A pork flesh. It's unclean. Woe be unto the pastor that destroyed. Do what? Destroy. Our people destroy the so-called black man and black woman. Look around you. We in D-Town, Detroit. We got black on black crime. Okay, our people killing each other in alarming rate. Read on. And scattered. What? And scattered. Scattered. I'm gonna ask you right now, what's your nationality? What would you tell me? You say you don't know, right? What about you, sis? What's your nationality? You don't know. Our people are destroyed. Hold that. Give me Hosea 4:6. Our people are destroyed. And I'm going to show you how according to the Bible. Hosea 4 verse 6. You got it?
Hosea 4:6. My people. What? My people.
So the Most High God, he has a people. The so-called black man and black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, you are God's chosen people. I know it doesn't look that way. That's why we're in the ghettos and the slums. We're the last hire, the first fire. We're the ones talking about no justice, no peace. We are God's chosen people according to the Bible. Read.
My people are destroyed.
What?
Are destroyed.
Our people are destroyed, come on.
For a lack of knowledge.
For lack of knowledge. I just asked you, what's your nationality? What do you tell me? I don't know.
Because I don't know, anybody can tell me anything.
Right, but what you got to do, you got to search. Okay? Give me read that again, read it again.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Y'all people reject what knowledge? The knowledge of the Bible. What's the acronym? Best instructions before leaving earth. A lot of these pastors, they went to seminary school. They went to theologian school. But the true service of God, we didn't go to any school. The Most High formed us from the womb to be prophets, servants, and teachers. We gotta get out.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
Right, the Most High said he's also going to reject us as a people. Give me Job 8 verse 8. What are they teaching in America? Heather has 2 mommies. Okay? How could Heather have gotten here if she has 2 mommies? Okay? This is what they're pushing in America. Right now, California is under fire. Why? Because they're trying to ban the Bible.
That's right. That's right.
But they're not going to come out and tell you. They're going to say, oh, that's Mother Nature. That is the Most High God burning in California as we speak. Why? Because they said in America, Billy can have 2 dads, and what? Heather can have 2 mommies. This is what they're pushing in America. Rick.
Thou shalt be no priest to me.
Give me Job 8 and 8.
Job chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire.
What?
Inquire.
What does it mean to inquire? See, the people said they didn't know, but they were. Why? Because they came to the pork fest. Okay? Our people continue to be destroyed for lack of knowledge. Read that again.
Job chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire.
What?
Inquire. I pray thee of the former age.
Now people got to inquire of the former age. Come back to the Bible. Come back to your true identity, your true nationality according to the Bible. Okay? We're the true servants of the Most High God. Come on.
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
The search of our father. Who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are our forefathers according to the Bible. Okay, go back to Job, Isaiah 49 verse 5. So let's find out, what are the true servants of God supposed to be doing in these last days according to the Bible, according to the Torah? Read.
Isaiah chapter 49 verse 5. And now saith the Most High, the Most High, that formed me from the womb.
Right, we were formed from the womb. We didn't get up and say,
But when I grew up, I want to be a prophet of the Lord. When I grew up, I want to be a minister. None of us said that. See? But the Most High put it in our DNA, in our spirit. Read. To be his servant. To what? To be his servant. But we are the true servants of the Most High God. The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. That's right. To bring Jacob. To what? To bring Jacob. So who is Jacob? Who's Jacob, sis? You don't know? Jacob is the father, the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel. If I ask you right now, what's your nationality, what are you going to tell me? You don't know. Why we just read? Because what? Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. All these different religions. Where in the Bible did God give us religion? Show me the verse. Okay? There's no mention of religion. The Most High God gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. Did you ever ask yourself why do we have movies like Roots, Mandingo, 12 Years of Slave? How did the so-called black men and black women, why did we go into slavery? Did you ever ask yourself? The Chinese, the white man, how come they didn't go into slavery? We witnessed it because we broke the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. And I can prove that in the Bible beyond a shadow of a doubt. Read on. To bring Jacob again to him. To what? To bring Jacob again to him. To bring Jacob back to the Most High God. Do you believe in Christ? What color is he according to the Bible? White? You don't believe it. But what if I told you that the true description of Christ is in the Bible? That's right, it's in the Bible. Give me Revelation 1 verse 1. You give me Daniel 10 and 5. Read that. The book of Revelation really calls Jesus Christ. His name is Masharah in the Hebrew tongue. Read it again. The revelation of a Mashiach, Yasharahla, which the Most High gave unto him. But this is trying to revelate. He's on the island of Patmos. He's being given the revelation of the Messiah. Why? Because he walked the earth, he had a body, and his body had a color. Read on. To show unto his servant. What? To show unto his servant. To show unto his servants. Come on. Things which must shortly come to pass. Read on. And he sent it and sanctified it by his angel unto his servant John. To his servant who? John. Servant John, come on. Who bear record. To what? Who bear record. Who bear record. So there were records left of the Messiah. So they said, well, nobody knows what the Messiah looks like. But wait a minute. If nobody knows what the Messiah looks like, how come every year they got him looking like a Caucasian with blonde hair and blue eyes? Okay? But they say nobody knows what it looks like. But how come every magazine, every book, they have him as a Caucasian? When the Bible gives you a clear description of the Messiah, thus saith the Most High. Read. Who bear record of the word. Give me the 12th verse. Read. Revelation chapter 1 verse 12. Read. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me. So this is trying to revelate that he's on the island of Patmos in exile. He's been given a revelation of the Messiah. Read it again. Verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me. So trying to revelate, he said, I turned to see the voice that spake with me. And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. So who's the Son of Man when you read the Bible? The Son of Man is Jesus Christ, Masharah in the Hebrew tongue. Because when you get some education and knowledge, you're gonna find out that what? There's no J in the Hebrew tongue. Okay? What was the identity? What was the nationality of Christ? What was he? Was he Chinese, Japanese? What was he? He was an African? Are you positive? Give me Hebrews chapter 14. Let's see what the Bible says. Read on. Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident. What? Evident. It is who? Evident. It is evident meaning what? Evident means what? It's crystal clear. That if Stevie Wonder was here, he'd be able to figure that out. Read it again. Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah. Christ came out of the tribe of Judah. The word Jew comes from Judah, the 4th born son of Jacob, the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. So Christ was a Jew. But you're going to find out, according to the Holy Bible, he's a so-called black man. Read that. Revelation chapter 1, verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me. And being turned, I saw the 7 golden candlesticks, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment. What? Clothed with a garment. So he had on a garment. He said, clothed with a garment, meaning what? If you have a garment, clothing meaning what? That you have a body. Okay? So Christ, he wasn't transparent. He wasn't a rainbow. Okay? He wasn't all colors for all people like they teach in society. Okay, come on. Clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about his paps with a golden girdle. So your paps is what? Your midsection. He said he had on a solid gold girdle around his waist. Come on. His head, what? His head, and his hair were white like wool. The hairs on his head and the hairs on his beard were white like wool. What people have bleach checked to their hair? The so-called black man and black woman. Read that again. Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet, it said at his feet. Your feet is the same color as your whole body, right? So now it's going to give you a description of his feet. Come on. Like unto fine brass. Like unto what? Fine brass. Like unto fine brass. B-R-A-S-S. What color is brass? It's a derivative of brown, but it's not going to stop there. It's going to get more detailed, more explicit. Read it again. And his feet, like unto fine brass, as it burned in a furnace. How dark was the Messiah? Burned in a furnace. Christ was so dark, it looked like he was burnt in a furnace. If you put anything in a furnace, what color is it going to get? It's going to get black. Okay? So how can this be the Messiah? How can the Messiah be a Caucasian? This is the world's best kept secret of the true identity of the Masharah, who the world called Jesus Christ. Give me that in the Old Testament. You got Daniel 10:5? Read.
Daniel 10:5. Then I lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen.
Right, so a lot of you think that the Messiah disappeared in the New Testament. But the Messiah was also mentioned in the Old Testament, the first book. Read.
A certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with the fine gold of Uphaz. His body was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as flames of fire, and his arms and his feet. His arms and his feet.
It said his arms and his feet. Come on.
Like in the color to polished brass.
Like in what?
Polished brass.
It said like in color. People say, well, there's no color mentioned in the Bible. There's color all throughout the Bible. You go to John 30:30. You give me Song of Solomon 1 verse 1 and jump down to 5. Job 30 verse 9. Who got this first? Read Jeremiah 14:2.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. To the morning.
What?
To the morning.
The Bible said that the real Jews are mourning. The so-called black man and black woman, what? We're mourning. Okay? We have no representation in America and all throughout the planet Earth. Read that again.
To the borders and the gangster of language, they are black. They are black.
They are what?
They are black unto the ground.
The Bible says that the real Jews are black unto the ground. That's different shades of brown. Thus saith the Most High, thus saith the Bible. What you got? Job chapter 30, verse 30. And my skin is black upon me. Is that in the Bible? Read it again. Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me. The prophet Job said what? His skin is black upon him. So what do you mean there's no color in the Bible? That's the world's best kept secret. What you got? You got Song of Solomon? Great. Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. Read 1 and 1. 1 and 1. The Song of Solomon, which is Solomon. Song of Solomon, which is Solomon. Come on. Verse 5. I am black. I am who? I am black. I am what? I am black. Wait a minute. Is this a trick Bible? Wait a minute. It's the same Bible you have at home. The same Bible that's collecting cobwebs. That's right. Okay? Give me Isaiah 34, verse 16. But you're going to find out you've been lied to by your pastor, by your preacher, by your political leader. You're standing before the true service of the Most High God. Read. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book. Say what? Seek ye out of the book. They said if you want to hide anything from a black man, where do you put it? In a book. Why? Because we don't read. Read it again. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Most High, and read, and read, and read. Come on. No one of these shall fail. No one of these shall fail, meaning what? The prophecies of the Bible. As we speak, the prophecies of the Most High God is coming to pass. Right? Read. None shall want her mate. None shall what? Want her mate. No other book on earth can match up with the Bible. The book of Dianetics, okay, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the black man's guide to the black woman, okay? We got the Bible. That's the best book on the earth. That's right. Okay? Best instructions before leaving earth. Read it again. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Most High, and read. No one of these shall want her mate. None of these shall fail. Say, none of these shall fail. We got to come back to the Bible. The Bible is the true blueprint. Forget about Jay-Z blueprint. Okay? The Bible is the blueprint of the Most High God. Great. Isaiah 8:20, to the law, what? To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Right. If your pastor is not teaching according to this Bible, it means what? There's no light. What does the light represent? Proverbs 6:23. What does light represent? I'm not talking about the Bud Light. Okay. Huh? Sorry. It represents truth. Let's see what the Bible says. Proverbs 6:23. Everything we teach is thus saith the Most High, thus saith the Bible. Read. Proverbs 6, chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. The law of the Most High God is light. There's over 600 commandments in the Bible. Choose one. What about the dietary law? Are we allowed to take part in a pork fest? No, sir. Let's see what the Bible. Give me Leviticus, the 7th chapter. Let's see if we're allowed to take part with a pork fest. Chitlins, okay, honey glazed ham, pork chops, smothered pork chops, okay, pork grinds. Read that. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And read one. Verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel. Speak unto the children of Israel. That's your true nationality. You're not an Asiatic black man. You're not African. Where did the word African come from? Do you know? You don't know, but you call yourself African.
I call myself African descent.
African descent. The word Africa comes from Leo Skippers Africanus, a white European sailor. If you're calling yourself African, you're saying you're of European descent. Now I'm looking at you, you don't look of European descent. Okay? Read that again. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall not eat among all the beasts that are upon the earth. So the Most High gave us a commandment of what we can eat and what we cannot eat. You just can't eat what tastes good to you. Let's see what the Bible says. Give me the 7th verse. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. Right. And the swine. And the swine. And the swine. Where's the swine? The pigs. The other white meat like they call it in America. Okay? The hog. Read it again. Chapter 11, verse 7 in Leviticus. And the swine, come on, though he divide the hoof. So the pig, what? It divides the hoof. Okay, read. And be cloven-footed. And cloven-footed, right? Yet he chew not the cud. It said he does not chew the cud. What does it mean to chew the cud? You know what that means? You ever see a cow? When he eats something, he regurgitates it and swallows again. That means that's chewing the cud. A pig does not do that. So the Most High God said, what? It's cloven-footed, but it does not chew the cud. It is what? He is unclean to you. It is what? Unclean to you. It is unclean unto you. But what? Because Dr. Cohen said eating pork is unhealthy. You listen to Dr. Cohen. You don't listen to the Bible. Okay? The Bible tells you not to eat swine's flesh. Read it again. Chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, which he divide the hoof, and he be cloven-footed. Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. For their flesh shall ye not eat. Of their flesh shall you not eat. We are not supposed to eat pork. Thus saith the Most High. These are not my words. Give me Proverbs 13:13. Read. And their carcass shall ye not touch. You're not even supposed to touch it. You're not supposed to wear it. Okay? A lot of this leather that you think you're buying leather, that is pig skin. You think I just got to sell on some cheap leather. That's not real leather. Okay? That's pigskin that you're wearing. Read that. 13 and 13.
Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word.
What?
Whoso despiseth the word.
Whoso despises the word of God, come on.
Shall be destroyed.
Shall be what?
Shall be destroyed.
Shall be destroyed. Okay, you come on against what? Read that again.
He that whosoever despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Destroyed. Give me Proverbs 14 and 12.
Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
Say what?
Which seemeth right unto a man.
Right, it seems right unto a man to eat swine's flesh. Okay, is that lawful to the Most High God? Let's see what the read it again.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
But the end thereof are the ways of death. Thus saith the Most High. Okay, come back to the Bible, come back to the Lord and the commandments, come back to your true identity. Thus saith the Most High. Read 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth. For what? We can do nothing against the truth. All right, we can do nothing against the truth. Okay? The big plan, the police try to move us, they can't do nothing against this truth. Why? The holy angels are encamped around us. Okay? The word of the Most High is going out, thus saith the Most High. We are living in the last days. Okay, the Most High, give me Zephaniah 2 verse 1. Give me Isaiah 3 and 12. Okay, the Most High is gathered in 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Who got this first? Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together. What? Gather yourselves together. The Bible says gather yourselves together. Not gather yourself together in a pork fest, but gather yourself as the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Read it again. Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together. O nation, not desire. Right, the so-called black men and black women wear that nation, not desire. We're a prey to all nations on the earth. They capitalize off of every day. Got us in the ghettos and the slums. But the Most High God has called us, we are a special people. Read that again. Chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together. O nation, not desire. Before the decree. Bring forth. Before the first pass as the shame. Before Masharah come back with his judgment. Contrary to popular belief, America is not going to go on forever. America is being set up for the Third World War. Don't be misled by your political leaders, by your pastors, by your preachers. Listen to the true servants of the Most High God. Wait, Isaiah 3 and 12.
Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Isaiah, Jeremiah 3 and 12. Give me Romans 13 verse 11. Romans 13 verse 11. Romans chapter 13 verse 11. In that knowing the time. And what? In that knowing the time. In that knowing the time. Since what time? A lot of our people say, what? I know what time it is. If our people really know what time it is, why would they be in a pork fest? Okay, our people should be seeking repentance in these last days. Coming back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Read on. That now it is high time. And what? That now it is high time. It's high time for our people to come back to these commandments. Come on. To awake out of sleep. To what? Awake out of sleep. But our people are asleep. Our people are asleep. You don't know the truth of the power. If you don't know where you came from, how do you know where you're going? If you don't know your past, how are you going to know your future? Come back to this Bible. Okay? The Bible is not a fairy tale book. Well, the Bible was written by man. But these were holy men of the Most High God that were inspired and recorded these things in a book for our learning today. Read that again. Romans chapter 13 verse 11. In that knowing the time, that now it is high time. It is what? High time. It's high time, brother. Come on. To awake out of sleep. To what? Awake out of sleep. Our people are asleep. If you're not asleep on drugs, on alcohol, on religion, on philosophies, different ideologies, a lot of you into politics. That's right, politics. Okay? You've been bamboozled, hoodwinked. Okay, like our brother Malcolm X said, how people been tricked. And I'm gonna hit you with something. In the last few years of Malcolm X knew that he was a Hebrew Israelite. He said in the last days, some brother's gonna come and teach you that you are the children of Israel. That's right. I'm gonna hit you with something. Even Farrakhan knows that we're the children of Israel. What does it say? That's right. The naked truth. Who are the real children of Israel? But he still took my Islam. What does it say in the back? Did you get the front here? Blacks are the true children of Israel. Okay? This is Brother Farrakhan. Okay? That's bringing out that we are the true children of Israel according to the Bible. Even when you read the Quran, what they call the Quran, it tells you that the children of Israel are the children people of God. That's right. This is the Quran that the Muslims that they come to for their knowledge. And I'm going to show you what it says in the book of their Quran. Read. The book of Cal, verse 121. Those to whom we have given the book, read it as it should be read. It said read it as it should be read. Okay, come on. It is they who believe therein, and those who disbelieve. So now, if you're a Muslim and you read the Quran and you disbelieve in it, come on. In it are the losers. And what? In it are the losers. So if you're a Muslim and you read the Quran and you all children of Israel. Children of who? Israel. Oh, Israel. Israel. It said all children of Israel. Why is it talking about the children of Israel in the Quran? That's supposed to be the book of the Muslims. Because the children of Israel are the chosen people of God. The so-called black man and black woman. The so-called Hispanic man, Hispanic woman. The so-called Western man, Western woman. We are the children of Israel. Thus saith the Most High. Read. O children of Israel, remember the bounties which I bestowed upon you, and that I have given you preferred over the people of the world. Right, the Most High preferred the nation of Israel. You are standing before the true service of God. The real Jews, according to the Bible, according to the Torah. Before every great kingdom was destroyed, what did the Most High God do? He sent forth his service, the prophets, the teacher. That's right. America's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. That's right. So what you better do, laugh it up, Hart Plaza, the Pork Fest, the Most High God is going to burn America. That's right. Okay, he's going to blow it up the smithereens. With that, we'll bring up the next dynamic speaker. All praise be to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Hallelujah.
Hey, shalom everybody. Y'all know we're going to have a Hebrew Summit tomorrow, It's going to be at, what's the address? 461?
Burl Street.
Burl Street. 461 Burl Street. Everybody is invited. All the brothers and sisters here are invited to the 11th Hebrew Summit. 461 Burl Street in Detroit. Okay, So we want to see everybody there tomorrow. Okay? We got a Sabbath service at 461 Burl Street in the morning up until about 3 o'clock. And then at about 4 o'clock, we're going to start the summit. All right, All right, go on.
All right, let's get an elder priest to honor hand.